You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart. You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of
love. The face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my
heart. You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of God.
ruh خدایی.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face of
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the face of You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
God. You are the face
Tu
of God.
روح خدایی.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the
Good morning, and welcome to Spiritual Life Center, a church that love is building.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Let us pray. God, speaking through Joshua, said, I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Loving Spirit, we come together open and receptive to your Spirit come alive within us. Show us the way to your truth that we might learn to become more bold, to embrace that sense of boldness in our lives. Dear God, we hear your word, we read your word, we believe your word. Help us to live your word, that we might experience your kingdom here on earth. In the name of the Christ Spirit, amen.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think that God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you, for God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light, and God needs us to shine its light, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do, as you show me all that I must do.
As we prepare for meditation, I invite you to take a deep breath. Allow your breathing to let you relax. Ask your mind to be still as you remember to turn within to that still, quiet place within us where all of our answers are. Within each of us, dwelling within each of us, is the very presence of the living God. So we continue to relax and just let go. Whatever cares or concerns we may have come in with, allow them to fade away. For within us, at the very depth of our being, the source of our wisdom lies. Let us ask ourselves the great questions, and we call forth from them the profound answers. What is the purpose of this life I am living? We allow ourselves to listen and remember. We have been created in God's image to love, to serve, to remember and awaken to who we truly are. Breathing even more deeply, we drop deeper into the silence, to the still place that the ancients have called the Holy of Holies. And we do so in the silence. There is a place within us that remembers, that knows. Within each of us carries a great life, with real gifts to give, to share, that will make a difference at this time in the world. And so we continue to open to this great love that each of us is, to continue to open to the unique and wonderful gifts that each of us carries. As we take time each day to listen, we come to see how each one of us together can have a part in creating heaven on earth, as we remember to love, to serve, and to trust. When we remember that God is in every moment of every circumstance, and so we choose to remember and to remember love. We choose to remember that all that we give to ourselves. Let us remember love as we open our hearts in gratitude for our lives, for our loved ones, for our spiritual community. We send a prayerful thought to the children and teachers in all parts of the world. We remember those who have special needs who may be right in this room. For all of the good that we have, for all of the good that is yet to come, we say in advance, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And now let us sing together the words that our brother taught us to sing, the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Upon the mountain my Lord spoke, out of his mouth came fire and smoke. Looked all around me, it looked so fine, till I asked my Lord if all was mine. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. A Jordan River is chilly and cold. It chills the body, but not the soul. There ain't but one train upon this track. It runs to heaven and right back. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Down in the valley when I feel weak, it's when the devil usually speaks, because he's crafty and full of lies. I need the Spirit to keep me wise. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray.
Nancy Ingalls, thank you so much for your beautiful singing this morning. Today's message is perhaps more vital than any other, because there's nothing more important than learning to place ourselves in alignment with the flow of God. When we lived in Texas, Lenore and I enjoyed driving to a place on the Guadalupe River, about an hour away. There we rented large inner tubes and floated down the river several miles past open fields and towns, enjoying the flow of life as we passed by. Scripture states in the 7th chapter of the Gospel of John, out of the believer's heart shall flow rivers of living water. And when I want to feel in the flow of life, I visualize myself drifting along a beautiful stream. There is no effort, only a deep trust that I am carried along by a gentle current. Living in the flow of life means capturing this same state of trust. And the word flow for me connotes movement, progress, energy, and action. Staying with this analogy of water, there was a time when I loved to water ski. And I learned the importance of taking great care when venturing outside the wake that the boat creates. One time on a steep turn, I went outside that wake, took a hard spill, and injured my shoulder, later resulting in a need for rotator cuff surgery. There is of vital importance that each of us seek to live our lives within God's wake. Modern science confirms that everything is energy in movement. Our word for that is vibration. Whatever moves at a similar vibration tends to be attracted to its likeness. We are describing here the law of attraction, and if we are to incorporate this law into our God self of us, into our earthly experience, we must come into oneness with its life-enhancing energy. Our thinking doesn't generate much vibration. Rather, it is our feelings sparked by our thinking that do. Certain feelings reflect a high vibration and others low. Joy, love, enthusiasm, harmony, peace, all have a high vibration. And that's why they make you feel good, because these feelings put you in closer vibration with your source, with God. Feelings like anger, anxiety, fear, and resentment have a low vibration. And this is why they make you feel distant, down, removed, because they are out of alignment with God. Spirit, meaning God, vibrates at the highest level of all. So everything we can do to vibrate at an energy level closer to God, closer to the vibration of God, not only makes you feel good, it also attracts good into your life. At our former church in Texas, there was a consciousness much like what we have here in Spiritual Life Center, a sense of mutual support, no one running their personal agenda, no backbiting, no rumor mill. As a result, the people in Texas enjoyed one another. Remarkable healings took place among the people and their loved ones. People were growing on a spiritual path. And there was this natural result that was one of a positive, powerful consciousness. We're experiencing much the same here at SLC. A remarkable event occurred a year after the Texas church began that exemplifies spiritual flow, spiritual energy in action. The church was moving from a school where services were held the first year to a building in a shopping plaza where another church had been meeting before we arrived. A month before we were to move, we asked the congregants to let us know if anyone became aware of a large number of chairs that might be available somewhere. We said that if we didn't hear of something within the next week or so, we'd be headed up to Costco to purchase a bunch of chairs for the new sanctuary. Just a couple of days later, I received a call from a woman who said she had been at a meeting in a Presbyterian church on the far east side, about 10 miles away, where she overheard the minister say that they had some old chairs they'd be giving away. She suggested we check it out. So I called, and the minister said, "Sure, come on over and take a look." So Lenore and I hopped in the car and drove over. They were old chairs that the minister showed us, and they were really beat up. So we told him we would pass on those. Then he said, "Would you like to look at the pews?" He said a larger church had given them a number of pews, which were piled up in the back room, even spilling over into the space outside that was covered from the weather. There were more than 50 pews of varying lengths, all in good shape. I pointed out to Lenore that the gray color might clash with the carpeting in our new sanctuary, but Lenore said we couldn't make it work. The minister said, we'll need the pews returned in 5 years because our plan is to build a larger sanctuary at that time. We had just signed a 5-year lease. So we gratefully accepted the pews, and a number of our congregants showed up the next weekend with their trucks and vans to transport the pews to our new space on the other side of town. We had even professional pew setters install them into the sanctuary. And as it turned out, all the pews except 2 fit perfectly into our new sanctuary. And those 2 pews were ideal right outside the restrooms. Now, at the opening service the following month, I asked everyone present to raise their hand if anyone at any time in their life had been offered a single pew. No hands were raised. Yet we were offered the right number of pews during just the week we needed them. And it turned out that the woman who alerted us to their availability lived in Austin only a few months before moving on to another part of the country. Spirit brought us her presence for a special purpose. Spiritual energy at work will take your breath away. Jesus was speaking to this energy when in Matthew 13 he is quoted, "For to those who have, more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who have not, even what they have will be taken away." This has been misunderstood by some who think he meant the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But what he actually was saying is those who have a loving, giving, joy-filled consciousness will be given more reason to receive blessings that bring further reason to feel this. And the opposite is true. Those who focus on feelings that are not life-affirming will experience more reason to feel depleted. The following are some suggestions for remaining in the flow, or for those times when you find yourself outside the flow, tips for moving yourself back into the flow. First, seek out what makes you feel good. Seek that which provides a higher vibration, is inspiring, supportive, compassionate, caring, that demonstrates overcoming. You can find this in certain relationships, in movies, places you go. It often shows up in little things you observe. Our grandson, Phil, who performs Ninja Warrior obstacles himself, has Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism. And Phil mentors a 15-year-old young man, Ethan, who has been bullied because he has autism. Phil made a shirt that Ethan wore in competition. On the back is the statement, "It's okay to not be okay." In other words, no one needs to live feelings of shame. Every time I think about that, it inspires me, it lifts me. Second suggestion, make it your practice to release life energy. We're not here to pick up on the world's vibration, but rather to release divine energy from within ourselves to the world. You can bring to people the gift of your divine self. This summer, I will celebrate my 42nd AA birthday. This means it has been almost 42 years since I have used alcohol or another mind-altering substance. Those struggling with addiction can look at my experience, and if they have any idea how miserable my life was 42 years ago, perhaps say to themselves, if he can come from being that low to now living a life he loves, maybe that's possible for me too. Third suggestion, walk in the world, but be not of the world. Jesus advised this. You have the ability to think independent of your circumstances. In other words, you are free to be your real self. We need not be victims of this earthly experience. We can rather be delightful travelers on the journey of life, living above the world. Fourth suggestion, develop a passion for God. Start with gratitude. Sit quietly and allow yourself to focus only on the good in your life. Feel it, enjoy it. Let the gratitude build. Expand this to other feelings. Fifth suggestion, live being on the lookout. Be constantly on the lookout for blessings and blessed persons. You will be amazed how they constantly find their way to you. Sixth suggestion, practice reaching out to people. The more you do so, the more you will conclude that marvelous persons are in abundance, ready to welcome you into their lives. A couple of further suggestions. The more you begin to trust the path you're on, the less you need to plan. Because by not planning everything on your path, you allow Spirit to provide you moments of delightful spontaneity. And accept the truth that no one owes you anything. No matter what you've done or not done for any other person, both you and they are free of personal indebtedness. When you embrace this, you will be truly free. And finally, know that your ultimate resting place will be glorious. I love the final moments of the great Steve Jobs, an American inventor, entrepreneur, and business magnate. He died at the young age of 56, just a decade ago, of a rare form of pancreatic cancer. In the months before his death, Jobs was despondent, stating, "This is all there is to life," lacking any belief in an afterlife or spiritual connection. But those closest to him report that in his final seconds, his last three words were, "Wow, wow, wow." It appears that Jobs had a glimpse of the amazing, marvelous time that lie ahead for him and for each one of us in the divine realm. And while we're talking about the afterlife, remind yourself that you need not concern yourself with how you will be judged when you are in the divine realm, because remember, it is only the earthly experience that has right and wrong, good and bad, up and down. There are in the heavenly experience no opposites. There is good and only good, only love and its equivalents. So judgment of others has no place, no reason for concern. Love and similar qualities reign supreme. When we are deciding how to use our mind, we do well to recall the message of the Apostle Paul to the people of Philippi in the book of Philippians, chapter 4. Finally, beloved, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, And if there's anything worthy of praise, think about these things. When we live by this credo, we may be sure we are living in the flow of spirit. Lenore provided me a quote I love. A happy life is a series of gentle, stimulating, melodic changes. Allow yourself to affirm the following. I trust the nature of God is absolute good and divine order is always at work. I trust in the divinity of my fellow human beings and behold the Christ presence in everyone. I trust the world overflows with abundance and blessings which flow to me effortlessly. I remain steeped in this awareness, relaxing into the easy rhythm of taking life as it comes, free from struggle and discord. I drift serenely over untroubled waters, always in the flow of God.
My heart is filled with joy. I sense a new beginning, a chance to build a brighter future, to move beyond all that we once were. The road ahead is long, and many stand against us, but with the strength to find our own way, then step by step and day by day, I believe we can change the world. Leave all our doubts and fears behind us, and be who we were born to be. The dreams we dare to dream will guide us. Perhaps it sounds naive, perhaps I'm just a dreamer, but there is light beyond the darkness. We now have hope, and that is why I believe we can change the world. Break down the walls that now divide us, and be who we were born to be. With all who dare to dream beside us, we can look back to yesterday, when prejudice and hate stood in our way. We have to build a better world where all can see they can be free, where love is love and that's enough. This is our time, and that's why I believe we can change the world. Leave all our doubts and fears behind us, and be who we were born to be. The dreams we dare to dream will guide us. Yes, I believe we can change the world.
We are grateful to Lucy Thomas for this beautiful singing. Isn't that a wonderful song? And her voice is magnificent. We are pleased that each of you could join us for today's service. We invite you now to join in our prayer of sharing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we ask that you support Spiritual Life Center with a donation to this ministry. There are 4 ways to do so. The first is online through our secure website, www.slctroy.com/give. A second way is mail a check to Spiritual Life Center, 41340 Fox Run Road, number 106, Novi, Michigan, 48377. A third way is call my cell, 248-925-6214, and speak directly with me, providing credit card information for a one-time charge. A fourth way is go into the Friday email that you receive, and in there you'll see in a couple places, donate online or donate now. We welcome anyone, if you're joining us for one of your first times, and we invite you to join our email list by visiting our website, www.slctroy.com, and in the upper right corner, you'll see Join Email List. If you will just click on that, insert your name and email address, we will see that every Friday morning you receive the weekly Spiritual Life Center email that provides a link to the upcoming Sunday service, as well as a link to upcoming classes. Also within that is information on upcoming activities of the church, all of which you're invited to be a part of. If you have a prayer request, send these to ronaldfscott@gmail.com, and we will forward these on to our prayer team of 38 powerful praying members of the church who are delighted to support you and your loved ones. Next Sunday, Reverend Martha will be providing us with another of her powerful messages. You received an email this past Wednesday with the dates of our upcoming gatherings during 2024. We hope you've circled these dates on your calendar. The first of these is April 24th, a Sunday, where we'll be attending a matinee of our dear Nancy Ingalls starring in the play Children of Eden, where we have 40 of the best seats in the Baldwin Theater reserved. A few are still available. Let me know if you want us to hold any of these $35 seats for you. Be on the lookout this week for an email with information on our SLC annual meeting coming up on February 25th, following the Sunday service. Immediately following the end of today's service, everyone is invited to join us on Zoom for a time of social connection. The link was in your Friday email. But first, let's join together in our peace song and benediction. God bless.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With
And now as you go forth, know that the light of God surrounds you, the love of God enfolds you.
The Lord bless thee and keep thee.
The power of God protects you.
The Lord make his face to shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee.
The presence of God watches over you.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and grant thee peace.
Wherever you are, God is.
Amen. Amen.
Go your way rejoicing. All is truly well.